It's 3 in the morning. The world outside is still, wrapped in darkness, and everyone else seems to be lost in dreams. But here you are, wide awake, staring at the ceiling as the minutes crawl by. The silence is almost deafening, broken only by the ticking of the clock and the restless hum of your thoughts. Your mind races, replaying every conversation from yesterday, analyzing every word, every glance. You worry about tomorrow's challenges, work deadlines, family responsibilities, the things you forgot to do, and the things you wish you could change. It's as if your brain refuses to rest, determined to solve every problem before the sun rises. Thoughts multiply and spiral, unfinished projects, bills piling up, relationships that need mending. Each worry seems to invite another, until your mind feels like it's hosting a festival of anxieties, each one louder than the last. The more you try to quiet them, the more persistent they become. You wish for an off switch, a way to silence the noise and drift into peaceful sleep. But the harder you fight your thoughts, the more they clamor for your attention, growing louder and more insistent. It's a battle that feels impossible to win. This mental chatter is exhausting, leaving you drained, isolated, and alone with your worries. You wonder if anyone else feels this way, or if you're the only one whose mind refuses to rest. But what if this isn't a flaw? What if your restless mind is not a sign of weakness, but a reflection of your depth and sensitivity? Maybe your brain is simply more active, more curious, more engaged with the world around you. What if your restless mind is actually a sign of a powerful, deeply engaged brain? Perhaps your ability to think deeply, to question, to imagine is a gift, one that can be harnessed for creativity, insight, and growth. The real issue isn't overthinking, it's not knowing how to harness that energy. When you learn to channel your thoughts, to direct your mental energy toward meaningful goals, your mind becomes your greatest ally instead of your biggest obstacle. Overthinking is often seen as a weakness, but hidden within it are extraordinary strengths: creativity, empathy, problem-solving, and resilience. Your mind's ability to see connections and possibilities is a rare and valuable trait. In this journey, we'll explore why our minds work this way, the challenges it brings, and how to turn anxiety into insight and creativity. Together, we'll discover practical tools and strategies to help you transform restless nights into opportunities for growth and self-discovery. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by your thoughts, remember, you're not broken. You're not alone. Many people experience this, and there is hope for finding peace and clarity. Your mind is powerful. It's time to learn how to drive it, to embrace your unique strengths, and to find rest even when your thoughts won't sleep. To understand overthinking, let's go back thousands of years to our ancestors on the savannah. The ones who paused and analyzed every rustle survived. Overthinking was a survival tool. This instinct lives in our amygdala, our brain's ancient alarm system, always scanning for threats. Today, it can't tell the difference between a real danger and a stressful email. That's why modern anxieties trigger the same fight or flight response, leaving us drained. Overthinking isn't a personal failing. It's your brain trying to protect you in a world it wasn't designed for. Understanding this helps us have compassion for ourselves. The challenge isn't to silence this system, but to update it for today's world. Imagine your brain as a computer browser with 50 tabs open, each one a worry, a memory, or a plan. Every tab is demanding your attention, flashing notifications, and making noise in the background. Some tabs are about things that happened years ago. Others are about what might happen tomorrow. And a few are just random thoughts that pop up out of nowhere. It's like your mind is constantly multitasking, never able to fully close any window or focus on just one thing. You try to focus, but your attention is scattered by constant mental notifications. Each ping pulls you away from the task at hand, making it nearly impossible to concentrate. Even when you silence your phone or step away from your computer, your mind keeps buzzing, replaying conversations, worrying about unfinished tasks, and anticipating problems that haven't even happened yet. This mental clutter makes it hard to concentrate and leaves you exhausted, even if you've done nothing all day. You might feel physically tired, your body heavy, as if you've run a marathon, but all you've really done is think, over and over in circles. The fatigue is real, and it can make even simple decisions feel overwhelming. Overthinking fragments your energy, slowing you down like a computer running too many programs. You notice your reactions are slower, your creativity is blocked, and your motivation drops. It's as if your mind is stuck buffering, unable to process anything efficiently. The worst part? You want to close the tabs, but every time you try, more pop up. You attempt to shut down your thoughts, but new worries sneak in, multiplying faster than you can manage. It feels like a never-ending cycle, and the harder you try to control it, the more chaotic it becomes. You start worrying about your worrying, creating a spiral that feels impossible to escape. The anxiety feeds itself, looping back around until you're stuck in a pattern of self-doubt and second-guessing. It's easy to feel trapped, as if you're the only one who can't find the off switch. It's a maze of your own making, but every maze has a solution. Even if the path out isn't clear right now, there is always a way forward. Sometimes you just need to pause, take a breath, and look for the patterns that keep you stuck. The first step is understanding how your mind works. By observing your thoughts without judgment, you can start to see which worries are real and which are just noise. Reflection, journaling, or simply sitting quietly can help you notice the habits that fuel your overthinking. Recognize the pattern, and you can begin to find your way out. Awareness is the key that unlocks the maze. When you see the loops your mind runs in, you can gently redirect your focus and start to break free from the cycle. Overthinking isn't chaos, it's a system you can learn to navigate. With practice, you can organize your thoughts, prioritize what matters, and let go of what doesn't serve you. It's about learning to steer your mind rather than letting it run wild. Let's start mapping the exit. With patience and self-awareness, you can turn the maze of overthinking into a path toward clarity and peace. Overthinking brings real challenges, chronic stress, anxiety, and even physical symptoms. Your body stays on high alert, leading to tension, headaches, and fatigue. Analysis paralysis sets in. Even small decisions feel overwhelming, and fear of mistakes keeps you stuck. Socially, you replay conversations, second-guessing every word, which can make you withdraw or seem insecure. And at night, your mind races, stealing your sleep and creating a vicious cycle of exhaustion and more overthinking. Sleep deprivation makes it even harder to manage your thoughts the next day. Recognizing these patterns is the first step to breaking free. You can reclaim your peace and well-being. Now, let's reveal the strengths hidden in your overthinking. Deep thinkers are exceptional problem solvers and pattern spotters, seeing connections others miss. Your empathy is heightened. You sense what others feel and remember the details that matter. Creativity thrives in your mind, making you a natural innovator and idea generator. You're a master planner, always prepared with backup plans and strategies. What feels like anxiety to you often looks like wisdom and reliability to others. Overthinking is mental due diligence. It's your superpower in disguise. Let's learn how to use it. The key to change is reframing your story. Instead of seeing your active mind as a flaw, recognize it as a strength. The same engine that creates anxiety also fuels insight and empathy. Catch yourself using negative labels and shift your language. I'm analyzing this thoroughly, not I'm worrying too much. This shift moves you from self-criticism to self-compassion. Think of your mind as a high-performance sports car, challenging to control but capable of amazing things once you learn to drive it. Reframing is your driver's education. When challenges arise, ask, how can my analytical mind help me here? Use your empathy and pattern spotting as tools, not burdens. You're not a victim of your thoughts, you're the director of your mental energy. Reframing your thoughts is the foundation of mental clarity, but to truly make a difference, you need practical, hands-on tools that you can use every day. It's not just about changing your perspective, it's about building habits that support a healthier, calmer mind. The first tool is journaling. Take a few minutes each day to write down whatever's on your mind. This simple act of putting your thoughts on paper can help you process emotions, spot patterns, and clear out mental clutter. Journaling isn't about perfect grammar or beautiful handwriting. It's about giving your mind a safe space to unload and reflect. Second, try scheduling worry time. Instead of letting worries pop up all day, set aside a specific window, maybe 15 minutes in the evening, just for your concerns. When anxious thoughts arise, remind yourself you'll handle them during that time. This helps you stay focused and prevents worries from taking over your entire day. Third, practice mindfulness. Grounding techniques, like naming 5 things you can see, hear, or feel, anchor you in the present moment. You might also try deep breathing or focusing on the sensation of your feet on the floor. These small practices can interrupt spiraling thoughts and bring you back to what's real and right in front of you. Fourth, use the 5-year rule. When you catch yourself worrying, ask, will this matter in 5 years? Most of the time the answer is no. This perspective helps you let go of minor anxieties and focus on what truly matters in the long run. These tools aren't about suppressing your thoughts or pretending problems don't exist. Instead, they help you channel your mental energy in a way that's productive and empowering. You learn to work with your mind, not against it. Remember, the goal isn't to stop thinking altogether. It's about learning to gently guide your mind so your thoughts serve you, not sabotage you. Over time, you'll notice more peace and less overwhelm. With regular practice, you'll find that overthinking transforms from a source of stress into a source of clarity and calm. You'll feel more in control, more present, and more at ease with yourself. Your mind becomes your ally, supporting your goals and well-being, rather than acting as an adversary. You'll start to trust your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Choose one of these tools and start today. Even a small step can make a big difference in how you think and feel. Your mind isn't broken, it's a high-powered supercomputer. For years you may have felt overwhelmed by its complexity, wishing for a simpler brain. But you don't need to downgrade your hardware. You need to become a better operator. The challenges you face are signs of an untrained operator, not a faulty machine. Society doesn't teach us how to manage a powerful mind, but you can learn. The tools we've discussed, journaling, scheduled thinking, mindfulness, perspective shifts, are your user manual. They help you direct your mind's power with intention. You don't need fixing, you need practice. Embrace your mind's depth, empathy, and creativity. Your overthinking is a gift. Now you're learning how to use it. We've explored the roots, challenges, and strengths of overthinking. Now it's your turn. Reflect. When has your overthinking served you well? Did it help you solve a problem, support a friend, or spark a creative idea? Recognize these moments. They're your superpower in action. Share your story in the comments with a friend or in your journal. When we share, we empower ourselves and others. Let's build a community of proud overthinkers, deep thinkers, empaths, creators, and planners. Your mind is a force for good. Thank you for being here and embracing your power.